leaked revelations that shocked the whole world of the Martian boy who came to Earth from ancient Egypt. Boriska Kiprianovich, 21 years old, is a phenomenon that has left experts amazed by his profound knowledge of the universe since childhood. He claims that in a past life, he was from Mars and flew to ancient Egypt in the role of a pilot. He states that Martians have a close connection with ancient Egyptians on Earth. He mentions that life on Earth will change when the Sphinx statue in Giza is unlocked, adding that there is an unlocking mechanism behind its ear. He says, "Humanity's life will change when the Sphinx is unlocked. There is an unlocking mechanism somewhere behind the statue's ear. I don't remember exactly anymore." Mysterious boy claiming to be from Mars. According to information from Russian media in 2004, a mysterious boy under the age of 10 claimed to be from Mars. The boy exhibited two characteristics completely different from other children his age. Firstly, he possessed an unusually vast knowledge across various domains. Secondly, he was proficient in specialized terms and could meticulously grasp and authenticate documents related to the universe, including the history of Mars and Earth. His perspective on Earth, humanity, and the future truly astonished those around him. Boriska, the Martian boy, was born on January 11, 1996, in a remote rural hospital in northern Volgograd, Russia. His parents were kind-hearted and honest individuals. His mother, Nadezhda, worked as a dermatologist at a public hospital, while his father was a military officer. Nadezhda recalled that many strange occurrences surrounded Boriska since his birth. At 15 days old, he could lift his head and utter the words, "Dad." By the age of 1.5, he could read newspaper headlines. What's more astonishing, he could hold a pen and write in Chinese characters. One day, Nadezhda took two characters written by the boy to a university professor and learned that they were Chinese characters, meaning China. Nadezhda shared that neither she nor her husband had ever learned Chinese characters, and no one had taught Boriska. Since the age of 2, Boriska had an extraordinary memory and amazed others with his ability to learn and absorb new knowledge. His mother recounted, "Sometimes I saw the kids sitting cross-legged, enthusiastically talking about the world, all beyond our imagination." Boriska loved talking about Mars, planetary systems, and distant civilizations. At that time, we really couldn't believe what our ears were hearing. From the age of 2, it was like a daily ritual. The boy discussed the universe and endless stories from other worlds. Since then, Boriska continuously told his parents that he had lived on Mars before. He mentioned that there used to be inhabitants on Mars, but due to a catastrophic event almost wiping out the atmospheric layer, life became unsustainable, forcing Martians to migrate to Earth. The Martian boy also shared that he used to pilot spacecraft to explore Earth, with the intention of fulfilling a mission and reincarnating into a family in Western China. However, he couldn't recall the specifics of that mission. In 2006, a local witness revealed that a few years prior, on a quiet night while campers were chatting around a campfire, Boriska suddenly stood up and loudly exclaimed, drawing everyone's attention. The witness continued, "We were curious about what the boy wanted to say. It was only later that he shared with everyone about life on Mars, the Martian inhabitants, and the miraculous experiences he had when arriving on Earth." What's unimaginable is how vividly the boy described the ancient mythical land of Lemuria, which supposedly sank to the bottom of the Indian Ocean 800,000 years ago. According to him, when he landed from Mars to Earth, it was akin to stepping onto familiar ground. Lemuria is a mythical land that appeared in legends about 800,000 years ago. Lemuria, also known as Mu, was a continent that existed in the Pacific Ocean around the same time as Atlantis, seemingly forgotten, though it was the spiritual counterpart to Atlantis. According to the legends of indigenous people on various islands, the tropical paradise of Mu lay somewhere in the Pacific Ocean, but had sunk along with its inhabitants thousands of years ago. Even university professors may not be familiar with these tales. Yet the boy seemed intimately acquainted with every detail of the history, civilization, and inhabitants of that ancient nation, describing them as if he held them in the palm of his hand. The Martian boy, a potential reincarnation case. Cases of children remembering their past lives are no longer uncommon, and the concept of reincarnation is no longer a particularly novel topic, even within scientific communities. Carl Sagan, an American astronomer and biologist, even acknowledged the fact that reincarnation deserves serious study. The issue of sometimes children remembering past life details accurately without any other plausible explanation than reincarnation has been raised. There are some very specific examples. Many such cases have been identified by psychiatrist Jim Tucker at the University of Virginia, who is considered a pioneer in this field worldwide. In 2008, he published an article on what appeared to be cases of reincarnation in a journal. A typical case of reincarnation, as described by Jim, includes accounts of the subject's experiences from their previous life. Interestingly, the subjects accurately describing their past lives were children. The average age at which these children began recalling their past lives was around 35 months, and the descriptions of events and experiences from their past lives often include specific information, memorable details from their previous existence. This information couldn't be known accurately by anyone else except themselves who had lived through it. They have been taken to their previous families, confirming addresses, professions, and other details of their past lives. Many people believe in reincarnation, but is it the only path or just one of many for the human soul after death? Some believe that souls can reincarnate into another person, as we see here. Others may reincarnate, be reborn on another planet, becoming extraterrestrial. Some even believe that reincarnation is simply a choice of the soul. Other possibilities include the choice to go to different dimensions and experience life there, or the choice not to reincarnate and experience non-physical life. Could it be that a soul must reincarnate until it achieves enlightenment and ascends to a new level? Or perhaps the soul has an origin, originating from somewhere? There are many questions, too many possibilities, and reincarnation could be one of them. Therefore, what Boriska recounts could very well be memories from a past life on Mars. Advanced technology on Mars. Boriska has described extensively about modern spacecraft on Mars, various alien species, their technology, and past conflicts. The boy described ion-powered spaceships and other vessels with extremely powerful energy. The inhabitants of Mars do not use oil or natural gas because their engines are so powerful that resources quickly deplete. When asked about UFOs, the boy recounted that he often saw drop-shaped crafts rather than traditional saucer shapes. An expert asked Boriska why human spacecraft often crashed when approaching Mars. He replied, "The Martians emit special signals to destroy objects containing harmful radioactive substances aimed at us." Nuclear war on Mars. According to Boriska, there have been numerous bloody wars that destroyed many things on the Red Planet, devastating the atmosphere and disrupting the population. The boy talked about a type of technology that caused explosions on the moon to transform it into a second sun. This way, the inhabitants would have enough energy to use. However, before this technology could be utilized, a war broke out, and everything descended into chaos. Novelist Nikolai Levashov wrote several books about the universe and galaxies, mentioning wars in the galactic belts that erupted on Mars and lasted for thousands of years. In one interview segment, there was a passage, "We are not afraid of death because we are immortal. A terrible accident occurred on Mars, where I was born and raised. People like me still live there. A nuclear war broke out on Mars. Everything was burnt. Only a few survived. They rebuilt shelters and created new weapons. Everything has changed. Martians mainly breathe carbon dioxide. If they were to come to Earth, they would surely have to breathe through the exhaust pipes emitting this gas," Boriska shared. "So why doesn't he need carbon dioxide from Mars? I am in the form of this human, so I have to breathe oxygen. But do you know, oxygen makes people age faster," Boriska replied. From a conventional scientific perspective, indeed, breathing oxygen would accelerate aging, as the boy said. And what about the nuclear war? According to Dr. John Brandenburg from the University of California, there is enough evidence to show that at least 2 large nuclear detonations occurred on the surface of Mars in the past. This conclusion is based on traces of radioactive elements and the presence of craters, potential bomb craters, on the surface of Mars. In other words, He believes that Mars once had a civilization capable of developing atomic bombs. Prophecy about the future world. Before December 21st, 2012, someone asked the Martian boy whether that was the end of the world for Earth. He replied, "The end of the world is inevitable, but it did not occur in 2012. It must wait until after a great god reincarnates in China to guide and propagate teachings to everyone, and only after some people return to the heavenly realm. Until that moment, humanity may permanently remain unconscious. Before the final disaster occurs, before the end of the world, humanity may never understand the crucial significance of peace, love, and their own mission on Earth. However, those who are intelligent, virtuous, and knowledgeable will find answers. And always remember, the answers can only come from within." 2012 has long passed, and we are now in 2024. The assumed doomsday on December 21st, 2012 did not happen. If what he said is correct, then has a great god reincarnated in China and guided everyone? Boriska shared, "The place you were born is on the same horizon as the place of the great teaching god who reincarnated in China." The boy said, "I don't know why I was born on this earth, but I believe that I also have my own mission, like the great teaching god who reincarnated on Earth. Please don't worry about China, the country chosen by the god for reincarnation and to do his work, a nation with a very special and miraculous history." Boriska also said that in 2008, during the moment of revival, more Martians would reincarnate on Earth. Major events would happen on Earth, and these Martians, when they descend to this place, have a very important mission. They can help Earth humans cope with the impending disasters. Boriska's words not only shook the scientific community, but also sparked debates among astronomers. At that time, many media outlets sought to meet the boy and brought with them doubts from the scientific community. "Do you have any evidence or reasons to prove that what you say is true?" Boriska replied, "This is the blindness of Earth humans, who always think that what they see is the truth, while what they cannot see is false. Before all the disasters happened on this Earth humans never believed they could happen, but they really did happen. The things that humanity did not see before have become truths. They are real. However, due to delusion, Earth humans always consider themselves smart." One disaster mentioned in the Bible that happened in Earth's history is the Great Flood, a global catastrophe. The boy also said, "The gods always watch over humans on Earth. They convey messages to people through spirituality, and among them are many gifts that the gods have given to humanity. Those gifts include love and also include a lot of human knowledge, such as the crop circles, mysterious circles appearing on wheat fields, 99% of which were left by the gods for humans. Deep within them are many profound knowledge that only people with high IQs can explain. However, some people in human society look down on the existence of the gods, thinking that those who study the gods are superstitious. Humans truly do not know and cannot deeply understand the true significance of the great love that the gods have given to humanity. Today, the material civilization of human society seems to have developed unprecedentedly compared to before. However, if Earth humans continue to increasingly overlook spiritual civilization, as they do now, then the civilization of Earth will be destroyed, Boriska said. The Martian boy also expressed, "It is not the fault of people to doubt the words of a child. However, people should not doubt the inherent truths and cannot deny or doubt whether there are gods in this world or not. I believe that among the intelligent people, many have understood early that human society today is materialistic. All the scientific and technological advancements of Earth humans, all the material surrounding Earth humans, all revolve around money. Many people on Earth always think that nuclear weapons are the most dangerous. In fact, the greatest danger is commodity fetishism." Renowned physicist and astronomer Hawking once shared with the official media in the UK, "Whether the Martian boy Boriska really comes from Mars or not, his knowledge of the universe and astronomy truly exceeds my imagination. I believe that only the world's famous scientists can have such knowledge. We cannot underestimate discussions about the universe and predictions about the future world that the boy has made."